What's up guys, today I'll be breaking down and reviewing the exotic hand cannon exclusive to the Hunter class called Ace of Spades, possible Motorhead reference. This weapon of course today that I'll be breaking down can only be gotten by hunters, like I said, after reaching the rank 3 with the gunsmith. You'll be given a quest requiring you to kill 100 enemies with hand cannons while a primary hand cannon telemetry is active. I'd say go to the Siege of the Warmine with this, it's quite easy. When done, the second part will require you to dismantle rare or legendary hand cannons. 2 legendaries get it done immediately. These can be old stored hand cannons from previous DLCs or previous expansion before the update, or they can just be a few rare ones you happen to get in strikes. You'll immediately be given the weapon the second you're done this. Aesthetically, it has a cool paint job on it, and it even has, as the name suggests, an Ace of Spades on it, which is actually quite unique. It's pretty cool. So the review: statistically this gun starts with a 280 base damage, which of course can be infused higher. The fire rate is 22%, it has an impact rating of 81%, a range of 40%, a stability rating of 32%, and a reload percentage of 33%, and a magazine size of 12. On preliminary look, if those stats sound familiar, it's because they should if you've used Fatebringer before, because it has the exact same stats as the Fatebringer, and I mean every single stat's the same. If you really like that weapon's stats, of course minus Fatebringer's perks, the Ace of Spades is exactly the same. I personally do like the feel of this hand cannon because of that information, but do the perks hold up as well and make it just as effective as Fatebringer? You'll see here in a minute. With regard to overall PvP output, it hits for 57 on body shots and 83 on headshots. With regard to the skill tree, all Ace of Spades are the same because they're exotics. They all deal kinetic damage. You have an always active perk on called the Third Eye, which allows you to keep your radar up even when you're aiming down sights with this weapon. It's very useful for PvP and other scenarios where you're trying to sneak up on the enemy per se. You have 3 clear options in terms of sights: True Sight IS, which allows better target acquisition; Quick Draw IS, which allows for very fast and agile handling; and lastly, Steady Draw IS, which specializes in recoil control. My choice, of course, would be between one of the latter two, or something like Quick Draw or the stability buff that Steady Hand offers, but it's up to you, of course, depending on your playstyle. With regard to the skill tree, the first perk is called Firefly, which causes enemies to explode on a precision kill. Of course, Fatebringer had the same perk, and if you've used it at all before, you know it's amazing for mob encounters. The next 3 perks which you'll have a choice over are Higher Caliber Rounds, which causes most non-endgame enemies to stagger when they're hit; Perfect Balance, which dramatically cuts into recoil; and Reinforced Barrel, which dramatically increases range, but it also cuts stability by even more than what it increases the range. And for that reason, I prefer Perfect Balance because of that reinforced stability, or Reinforced Barrel, how much it kills stability. Having that extra stability will help you get kills at further ranges and really optimizes your damage output at medium range. The last perk of note is called Maverick. It makes your rounds go from your reserve into your magazine on precision kills, which means you'll have an endless supply of bullets in your magazine as long as you're getting precision kills, and if you have ammo in your reserves, because it does take it from your reserves. With regard to my overall impressions, as I just stated with Maverick becomes a useless perk against enemies such as Majors or Ultras because, well, it's going to take many precision shots to kill them. So say, for example, it takes 10 shots to kill them. You'll get the bonus on the 11th providing you killed him with a precision hit, but you're going to have to reload at that point anyway because you're only going to have probably 2 rounds left in the magazine. That is the only drawback, however, with that, because it, like I said, and a key point to this is it does feel a lot like Fatebringer. You have Firefly for mobs, you have a very hard-hitting, quick fire rate weapon for other encounters. Maverick's a ton of fun for non-bullet sponge enemies, and for mobs it's so much fun to use. It's a very useful weapon and an extremely fun one, but to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure, because hand cannons were nerfed to be this medium to close range monster, that I would take it into endgame raid content. In PvP, it's a strictly medium range weapon, meaning you're going to get yourself killed versus someone using a good shotgun in close range, and you're going to be bait for scouter pulse rifles in longer range. Third eye is going to help you out a ton, like I alluded to earlier, for keeping your map up if you're not used to the style of keeping your map up. And the third perk, skill choice tree, will help buff stability. I would not make this weapon my first choice in the Crucible, however, because of its range limitations versus other weapons. So overall, it's one of the more fun weapons to use in the game. It's probably one of the best mob killing weapons in the game. And it's probably, and like I said, it's one of the most fun non-endgame content weapons in the game. But I'm not sure I would take it to the raid, nor would I really use it much in the Crucible, though it is serviceable there. That's my thoughts. See you later.